Loyalty goes more than just one way for employees to employer, employer to employees. This video is about the loyalty and how you take care, if you're a small business, how you take care of your employees, particularly if you are a service company that has field service people that may be on a commission basis, not an hourly basis. And let me explain where I'm going with this. We have, at the time of this recording, a small service company. It is a carpet and rug washing company. We have a rug washing facility, and we have carpet cleaning vans. We also do tile and grout care, furniture care, and so on, other things in customers' homes, dryer vent cleanouts, those sorts of things. We have people on our trucks that do that. But I have a policy of how I pay my people. That is, the field service truck people get a percentage of the work. They're not hourly. They're not expected or even encouraged to upsell anything. So they're not pressured to sell. We don't want our customers to feel that way. When someone comes into their home, they feel like they're being pressured to buy something that they did not request. Or that the price we gave over the phone was some low price and now we're going to raise it once we get into the home. We just don't do that. So our pricing is straight up right over the phone based on a series of questions we ask the client. That being said, we price it correctly, technicians get a piece of it, and they make good money. But the loyalty thing I'm talking about here has to do with the following. Since they are not hourly employees, they are giving still their dedication to us as their sole employer. They may have a side gig on the weekends. We are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 company. Maybe they have a side gig on the weekends. I don't care about that. But during the week, they are ours. And since they gave us their loyalty when they agreed to work for us, if they come in, for example, on, let's just say it is a one-job day on their assigned van. They go to that customer's house, and the customer for some reason just says, yeah, I've changed my mind. And then the technician comes back to the shop and then just goes home because maybe it's a slow day. We don't have very many of those, thankfully. But during the winter, things do slow down a bit. We have these ebbs and flows and peaks and valleys and seasonality challenges in our business, which we've had for years and years. If it's one of those days, I still pay that employee a minimum of $40. That employee has a $40 minimum. Why is that? Because he came to work, he got up, got showered, got dressed, shaved, drove to work, got in the company van, drove to the customer's house, had the conversation, came back in the van, came back to the shop, had to go back to work. He has time and cost with fuel cost and wear and tear on his vehicle to get here and back. I owe it to him. Even though he's commission only. We don't have to, by law, provide that. But I just do that. Likewise, if it is a very small job that would not get him the commission amount as far as, let's just say it's one job for $270. And maybe that technician is an 11% technician versus a 15% lead guy. And so maybe his paycheck would be $30 for that really oddball one job day, which is, again, not common. Just the same, he doesn't make the $30, he makes 40. If he does that one small job, comes back and has to go home, he makes at least $40. My point is the following. It's not a big dollar difference to give a guarantee of something, even again if the technician doesn't do any work in the customer's home because the customer changes his or her mind. But that $40 is not going to break me. And it shows the customer, I should rather the employee, excuse me, how much I care. I want that employee to be taken care of. And I want to reward that employee's loyalty. There are other ways that we take care of customers, our other employees and their loyalty with bonus programs and productivity bonuses and spiffs, those sorts of things. But that little gesture will go a long way. We don't want to lose an employee because maybe he's got 3 of those days per year. That's not uncommon out of 300 days, working days per year, roughly whatever it is, 270 working days per year. To have maybe 3 that are like goose egg days. He shows up and for some odd reason the client is either isn't there or just flaked or whatever, we're going to take care of that employee. I wouldn't want that guy or gal to jump ship and go work for somebody else because of something simple, trivial, and really stupid on the part of the employer if I'm trying to hold back my $40. So it goes a long way. So if you have a small service company, and if you have those kinds of situations from time to time, and you're trying to figure out how do we instill more loyalty to us from our employees, some loyalty from you to them goes a long way. And so I just encourage you to develop something like that. And maybe it's not a minimum guaranteed per day. Maybe it's something else that you do for your employees. We, for example, will just from time to time, we have an automatic bread maker. A lot of folks have those, and I like making bread. You throw the ingredients in, and you close the lid, and 3.5 hours later, out comes this perfect loaf of bread, and it's delicious. And I'll do that, or I'll get some Red Lobster biscuit stuff. Make the biscuits, bring them to work, give them to the guys. Say, hey, enjoy your day with some fresh food made from the Allen household. Little things like that go a long way. We'll buy boxes of chocolates or little treats just to say, we just want you guys to know how much we appreciate you. They just like that. Tell your people how much you appreciate them. You will gain much more from it than what it costs you. And this isn't I want to be on the top as far as on the who wins how much in the equation of what do you give versus what you receive. This is not that. This is just being kind to your employees. Even if you're rigid in other ways, but you're kind this way, they'll see that as a balance, and they will really, really, really appreciate it. I can tell you I've done these sorts of things for the past 11 years with all the employees we've had over the years, and I can only think of one that I sensed just didn't even appreciate that, the kind gestures that we would make. Only one out of a few dozen people that we've had over the years. So it does help, believe me. And I think it also probably helps when they have when they're starting off with a great day because they feel good inside because of how we treated them. And then they go to a customer's home, and that goodness, I just believe this, will then transfer to the customer. It'll translate into better quality work. The employee is happier, less inclined to make mistakes. All those sorts of things, I think, are ancillary benefits to you being kind to your employees and showing some loyalty and having that reputation as an employer to your people that will help them. It'll help you. Everyone wins, rather than being a browbeater and just burning people out and being that kind of boss. So whatever it's worth, I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, like, subscribe, share, do all those great things. And I hope you have the kind of day, the kind of business, the kind of job or career that you want to have. Take care.